Hey.
Welcome back, CHRISSY CREW. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Vlogmas. This is day 2. And today flew by super quick. I don't know if it flew by for anybody else, but it flew by really for me. But it's day 2. I'm so excited to cook with you guys today. I have already uploaded the first video, day 1. It's already on my channel, so I'll leave the link above here so you guys can click it if you guys have not looked at it yet. But today we're going to be making salmon, baked salmon, asparagus, baked asparagus, and mashed potatoes. I'm recording in my room right now just because the lighting is a little bit better, and I wanted to just, you know, welcome you guys with a bright face before I start looking all dull and crazy in the kitchen. So let's get right into the cooking. For seasonings, we have garlic powder, we have the accent, we have some Cajun, black pepper, parsley, and some salt. I'll add the salt, and we're going to use fresh garlic as well. And I'm going to use this to season these two things. I don't put a lot of seasoning or like too much seasoning on the salmon, like different kinds of seasonings. I try to keep it minimal but very flavorful. I would usually put garlic paste on top with it, but I don't have it. So if you have garlic paste, add that on too, because that's really good. Put that before you put your dry seasoning so that the dry seasonings can stick on top. But we're making asparagus, like I mentioned. It's going to be delicious. I don't eat asparagus, but Angel does. He loves asparagus. And I got some good ones, thin ones, because lately in the store they've been having like the thick ones, and I will have to cut them in half. It's just annoying. And it also comes like with a little bit when they're super big, so I'm happy to get the little ones. I already have my oven on 400. That is my typical temperature that I put everything on. I usually bake everything at 400. Depending on what it is, I'll lower it, but I usually have it at 400. I have with me a glass of my coquito, but this is a virgin edition. I've been drinking it lately with alcohol because I've been making it so much, but normally I don't drink it with alcohol. So I have no alcohol in here because I didn't want to put alcohol, but I do sell it with alcohol, and it's really delicious. Also going to be using my garlic crusher today, which is this little gadget I have here, just because I'm going to be putting fresh garlic on both of these items, and I want to use enough of it. So I'm going to use that so that I don't have to sit here and grate forever and chop forever. I have to get these things skinned. I buy them just from your regular supermarket. I don't go to like a fish market or anything. Today I feel like, I don't know how to talk. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I feel like I'm very like robotish. I don't want to be robotish. But let me tell you something super exciting, guys. So I was on break at work, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and if you guys know me or follow me, I love Queen Naija. I post her all the time on my page. Not post her, but like I put her in my stories all the time because she is just so beautiful. Her voice is so amazing. I am such a fan, but not like a diehard fan. Like, I won't die, but I'm definitely a big fan of hers. I love her music. Oh, please. See, he hates when I talk about her because I could talk about her all day just because I just love her so much. And let me tell you, she had a concert out here in Brooklyn, literally 15 minutes away from me, across the street from where I used to live at, where my mom is at, and she did a great show. But you had to be vaccinated, and I'm not vaccinated. So anyway, back to my story. So Queen Naija, I was looking at her post, and she put a post up that it was like a TikTok thing, but it was like one of her unreleased songs, like a love song kind of thing. And she put, if you like post this up, she'll repost you or whatever. So I was like, let me try it. So I made this TikTok, and like I'm not really good on TikTok yet. Like I know how to do some things, but like I really don't really know how to play with it too much. So it's hard for me to like add texts and like do animations and all that shit on there. But I went on TikTok, I just added my pictures, added a video to her song, and I posted it, and she reposted me, guys. I was so hyped. I reposted me, and of course I had to repost it, and I died, and I literally couldn't get over it for the rest of the day. I think it happened around, I want to say like 1:30ish it happened. And ever since then, I've been like, oh my God, Queen Naija reposted me. Oh my God, she reposted me. Oh my God, I've been just thinking about it all day. I just can't believe it. Who knows if she actually even looked at the video, whatever. But like, she reposted me. I love her so much. So, Queen Naija, if you end up watching this video, I love you, girl. Let me do your makeup. You never know where this video is gonna go. It might run into her hands, or, you know, pop up on her feet or whatever. Tag Queen Naija down below, guys. Share this video. But yeah, I've been so hyped all day today because she reposted me. I hate taking off the skin of these things. It's so annoying. Let me get my pan really quick. Well, I baked them in this. Well, when I've been cooking, the last 2 times or 3 times that I cooked this, I've been using my air fryer, but I don't have aluminum foil right now, so I have to bake them. But I usually bake them in the pot like this, or the smaller one. If you guys look at my shepherd's pie video, it's in that size. I'll put a link up so that you guys can see which one I'm talking about. But it's that size I usually use. But I do have a bit more salmon today, and those right now have some leftover food in it, so I can't use them. But I'm gonna use this, and this is better anyway because it has a little more space, so I can like spread them out a little bit more, so they're not like so overcrowded. But yeah, that was like the highlight of my day today. Work went by really, really quick, and this past whole week it just went by really, really quick. Today it's like I count down. I don't count down the days, but you know when you're excited to watch something and you like, oh, it comes on Thursday, it comes on Wednesday, whatever. Today is Double Shot of Love Day. If you guys watch Double Shot of Love, put a heart in the comments. And also Marriage Boot Camp, and I love Marriage Boot Camp. I've been watching it for some years now, and right now it's hip hop edition. They usually do like maybe family edition, reality TV edition where they mix it up. Hip hop edition is like only hip hop stars, so like they're either from Love and Hip Hop or they're just hip hop related, a rapper or something like that. So it's hip hop edition right now. They have Noriega and his wife, what's her name, Neri, and then they have if you guys watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, they have Molly Mall and Treasure P, who Treasure was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for like maybe 2 or 3 episodes. She wasn't really like a hip hop person. This is like so hard to take off today. And then you have Moni Love, which I believe she's like an old school, like really old school rapper. And then you have, who's the last? Oh yeah, Brock. I think his name is Brock. Brock and what's the girl's name? The girl with Brock.
Oh, I don't know. Who's Brock?
From Marriage Boot Camp, the gay one.
Oh,
I forgot her name, but it's Brock and his girl. So I say the gay one. Sorry for, I don't want to offend anybody on my channel, but I say the gay one because he is bisexual, and that's really the reason why they're on Marriage Boot Camp, because he's bisexual and his partner, whatever. Oh, Amber. Her name is Amber. His partner can't get over the fact that he likes men, and when he came out on television when he was on Love and Hip Hop. So it was like embarrassing for her, whatever the case is. So that's why I mentioned him as that, because that's like their issue right now. But he says he's all about her. They've been together since they were like in high school. Like they have like a long history and stuff. Yeah, so like, and then so Molly Ma and Treasure were on it, right? They just recently ended up, maybe like the last 2 episodes, they got kicked off because they lied about their relationship. And when I tell you guys, Molly Mall looks like a fucking crazy guy. Like, he is so weird. He's like lying out his teeth about them being in a relationship. Treasure told them already, like, no, we were never together. He drugged me. He did this. He did that. And that they planned this whole thing. And he really kept trying. He sounded just so stupid. He kept trying to say, no, we've been together for a year. We've been talking for a year. I want to be here, blah, blah, blah. If you guys look up Molly Mall, he's in jail right now. He's in jail. He went to jail like in September for being a prostitute king, ring leader, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So he's doing like, I think he comes out of jail next year or like 2023. I don't know. I think end of next year or something like that. But he's crazy. He's crazy and delusional and just a weirdo, honestly. But everybody else I like. I like Nori. He's super funny. Him and his wife are cute. They have, you know, the longest relationship probably on there. They've been married for a while. But it's a really good show. And honestly, it's also like really helpful if you're in a relationship and you're going through things, or like even just personally if you're going through things. They talk about like a lot of things, and obviously you're not going to relate to everything that they say, but there are some things that like trigger you, and it hits a soft spot in you because like you're relating to that, like you know exactly what they mean by that, or like, you know, it's just helpful. So I definitely take things from it, if it has like something to do with me or like what I'm feeling or whatever. Even Angel, you know, like you do learn some lessons from it. But it's a good show. You guys should watch it. It's entertaining and also informative. And then obviously Double Shot of Love. It's like a reality dating show. So, you know, they just doing stupid things on there. Have you guys watched One More Chance? That is a good show. Let me show you guys this real quick. So I just seasoned the top. I'm going to season the bottom. I'm going to turn around. But I sprinkled a whole bunch of garlic, a whole bunch of accent, some Cajun. I didn't do Cajun yet. Black pepper, parsley. Let me put some Cajun on here. And then I'm going to flip them over and do the same thing. And then I'll add my fresh garlic. So this thing here, let me show you guys this. This is like a little grater. You gotta make sure it's in properly. This, like I said, I don't use this too much. It's just, I just don't like to clean it. But because I'm gonna be using a lot of garlic today, I wanna make sure that I don't have to like just keep chopping or grating anything. This dinner today is a pretty easy dinner. It's something that I make. I don't wanna say, I make mashed potatoes often, but salmon I probably make maybe like 3 or 4 times a month. I don't make it, not even, maybe like 3 times a month, 2 to 3 times a month. I don't make it like every week or anything. If I'm at the store and I see it and I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood for salmon, then like I'll get salmon for dinner. But it's not something that I always have like on hand, just because like I said, I like it fresh. So I don't like to get the frozen ones. I did the frozen ones once and it didn't taste the same. So I like to get it fresh and just eat it the same day I get it. Like I'll go to the store and buy it, or eat it the next day, or like in 2 days. I don't like to really keep my food sitting in the fridge for too long, like my meats. So if I know I'm not going to use it, I'll put it in the freezer. But if I'm going to use it within that week, then I'll keep it out so that I don't have to like take it out early to defrost it and do all that extraness to it. It's not extra, but having to wait and like defrost all day, I'd rather just have it fresh and ready. Hot and ready, like Caesar's Pizza. I also like to use this other seasoning, which I ran out of. And I normally use it on my asparagus. I'll use it also just a little bit on the salmon, because I just like to keep the salmon with these little flavors. But it's from, I think it's from McCormick. It's the roasted garlic and herb seasoning. That one is really good. I use that on, like I said, on my asparagus. I use it in my chicken cutlet sometimes. I'll use it on my roasted potatoes when I make roasted potatoes. I like to use these potatoes for roasted potatoes. I don't really like to use these potatoes for mashed potatoes, but this is the only one I have. I like either golden potatoes or red potatoes are really good for mashed potatoes, but the store I went to, they didn't have. They were out of a couple of different things, so I just took those. The reason why I don't really like these for mashed potatoes too much is because I feel like they don't get as soft as the golden potatoes do, or the red potatoes. Those have more of like a mushy texture to it when they boil. These are a little more like firm, but I guess, I mean, they're still good. They still taste good, so it's not that they taste bad. I just like my mashed potatoes a little more on the mashed side, and I guess I could probably boil it a lot longer, but I don't like to wait sometimes. Like, I'd be hungry. It's not enough. We're gonna keep going. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 right now. I'll probably put like 10 cloves of garlic, because like I said, I gotta season up all my salmon with garlic and then this whole batch of asparagus. I usually make the whole batch because I'll give him some as an appetizer, and then I'll give him the rest when we eat dinner. What I also don't like about this thing is it doesn't really chop up the garlic too well. So like, you see that? That's not chopped. And I already stopped, so I don't want to chop it again. So I'll put more, just put all this in here. I'm not gonna go back and chop. I'll just grate the other ones with my fingers. But that's why I don't use this little chopper, because it just doesn't chop well enough for me. I'm just moving the garlic around to get on everything, flipping them back over. I'm gonna cut up some lemons. I'm just gonna cut them up for right now. I'm not gonna put them in yet until I start to bake them, because lemon juice, if you guys don't know, I'll just put a little bit. Lemon juice cooks these things. So when you squeeze it on, the acidity will start to cook in the salmon or the fish or whatever it is you're using it for. So if you don't want it to cook yet, then just wait until you're ready to put the lemons on. And this is dangerous what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I wanted to cut this in half, whatever. We're just gonna go like this and spread it out. And I'm just gonna place this on the side on the table before I put it in. So we're gonna get to the potatoes now. Next, we're gonna do the asparagus. Like I said, I have this little bushel, nice and little skinny pieces. I just cut the ends off of them. This is a lot, but when they bake, they get smaller. So I cut the ends off of them. I get a baking tray. I put them on my baking tray. Get some olive oil. This is the Palermo sunflower and extra virgin olive oil. I just drizzle a little. I do have like these little spouts, but I just always forget to fill them up. So drizzle a little on top. Mix it up so that the oil is coated all over the little asparaguses. This is gonna help all my seasonings I'm gonna put on stick. Garlic powder, a bunch of it. I'm running low, guys. Some black pepper. This I keep simple. And I didn't put salt on the salmon because I'm gonna add Parmesan cheese on top, so you guys will see that. So I don't put salt really on it, but I put some salt on here just to give it some more flavor. I also take my roasted garlic and sea salt. Even though it's hard to come out, I try to just get whatever I'm able to out of it. I don't add parsley on there, and I don't add Cajun. I just leave it super simple. Garlic, black pepper, salt, and fresh garlic. And then, like I said, I also use that roasted and herb garlic when I have it, but I don't have it right now. So we're gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna grate 2 cloves of garlic. I think is gonna be good. Mix that around. Make sure everything is coated. Then I just try to like lay them out flat so that they all cook evenly. They don't have to be like a certain way. Just try to get them all even. I'm gonna put this in the oven now because, like I said, I give him some to eat like before and then with food. And we ordered food today and the food wasn't so good for him, so I want him to eat a little bit. So I'm gonna put this in now. We're gonna get to the potatoes. I put this on the top shelf and I cook it for about like 15-20 minutes. It depends, like you cook it for as long as you want to. You can have it more salty, so you'll take it out earlier. If you want it more like crunchier, you take it out longer, crispier, you know, you let it sit in there longer. So it kind of varies when I take it out, honestly. Sometimes I take it out when it's still kind of soft and green. Sometimes I take it out when it's a little more crunchy. I'll just like give him a piece and tell him, you know, what do you want to do? Do you want me to put it back in? Do you want to eat it like that? Just because I don't eat it, so I don't know, you know, how it tastes or how he wants it. So I let him be the taste tester for it and let me know. And when he goes, a lot of times he'll eat it and he'll be like, oh my god, it's so good. And then it just gives me so much satisfaction that I did a good job in making food. I usually peel about 3 potatoes at a time because I want to see how much potatoes I have. I don't want to like peel all of them and then I don't need all of them and it goes to waste, because I've done that definitely a lot of times. So I just go a little bit at a time. I have a potato peeler like this, boop, boop, and just peel my life away. Take my go-to knife and I chop them up small, because when you chop them up small they cook faster. I don't like chop them all even either. I just chop them really skinny. Like that. I'm gonna go ahead and chop the rest of these, put them to boil, and when I'm done putting them to boil, I'll come back, show you guys. Then I just checked the asparagus. It looks pretty good, you guys. I'm gonna have him try one, see if he wants it more crunchy. But look at it, look at that. And what I also do when I take it out real quick is I take some tongs and I'll just kind of like mix it up to get all the flavors together. If you want to like spice up the flavor a little bit, you could add some Parmesan cheese on top to give it a little more saltiness. Let's see, look how good that looks. Look at all the garlic on it. Look at all the flavor and juices. Gotta be careful. So He doesn't want to cook more. He says it's good, so I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm keeping the oven on, and I have my potatoes here boiling. I do cover them with did I add salt? I don't think I added salt. I do cover them with a lid because it helps them boil faster. I don't think I added salt. So you just gotta pay attention when you're doing that because it'll overflow if you're not paying attention, and you know, just fall out of the pot. So it was about to do that, but I'm letting it boil now that it's probably been boiling maybe like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna put the salmon in now. Yeah, I'm just gonna make Angel a little plate. He loves all the little garlic on the bottom. The garlic, what's nice about this, the garlic gets like crunchy and toasty, you know, and roasted. So I grabbed those little pieces, but I'm only giving a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying, so when the potatoes are starting to boil, that's when I put the salmon in, because now the potatoes are kind of like halfway done. I can put this in. The salmon cooks really quickly, so I don't like to put it in right when I put the potatoes to boil, because then my salmon's gonna be finished before the potatoes, and I don't want that. So now that it's on a rolling boil, like it's rolling, I want to put the salmon in. Before I do so, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add some butter. And I can't take this from her because she's the one that came out with it, but if you guys watch De'Ara Taylor, DK Gang, well, not anymore, but DK Gang, she likes butter because butter makes everything better. And she didn't tell a lie there. So I add some butter, just chop it up, put it around all the salmon pieces so that while it's baking, the butter's melting into it. You can put some on top of it also. Let the butter run its course right through. I'll check the salmon probably in like 10-15 minutes just to see how it is. And when I check it, that's when I'll add the Parmesan cheese. So this is how it looks going in. Really beautiful. Put it on the second shelf. I don't know how you guys have your oven set up, but I have it on 2 shelves where it's kind of like evened out. So I put it in the second shelf, and I put the asparagus on the first shelf. So like I said, the salmon's gonna cook maybe like 15 minutes. I'll go back and check it. And then I have the potatoes boiling. Asparagus is already done. So that's it. Like, the dinner is super easy. I like making this because if I'm like, not that I want to say I'm in a rush, but like before when I used to work, if I had to like go home and cook, I didn't want to make something that took forever. You know, making rice takes 45 minutes. Like, I'm always cooking maybe between like an hour, like an hour and a half, depending on what it is. So like when I could cook something that is not that long, this is taking longer because I'm talking to you guys and, you know, showing you what I'm doing. But normally, like, I have my music on, or if I don't have music on, I have my phone on and I'll like watch TV, and I'll just like be cooking, and I'll probably cook in like 45 minutes to an hour. So I like to cook things that are fast but that are still good. If I put that in the air fryer, it takes 15 minutes in the air fryer. So that's fast. And by cutting the potatoes up small, like I showed you guys, that helps potatoes boil fast as well, because they're not boiling big chunks of potato, they're boiling little chunks of potato, you know, so it's quicker. So I like doing that. But this dish is really, really good. I used to never eat fish. If you guys can believe that, I never used to eat fish ever, like no kind of fish, only shrimp. I only used to eat shrimp, and never, not tilapia, not crab, not lobster, like all the things that I love now, I never used to eat. But Angel got me into eating seafood, and I'm so happy that I do because it's so good. Now, I don't eat all seafood. Like, you're not gonna see me eating oysters. You're not gonna see me eating caviar. You're not gonna see me eating raw sushi. I definitely won't eat any of that. But give me crab legs, give me lobster, give me shrimp, give me tilapia, give me salmon that's cooked. I'll eat all of that. Just the basic ones, not like anything that is like extravagant and crazy, like how some of these people do. Like, lox is not extravagant and crazy. Lox is fresh salmon, but I wouldn't eat that. I think that's weird. I can't eat raw fish. I just think that's nasty. It's not my cup of tea, guys. Potatoes are about to be done. I'm gonna just take out the salmon and put the cheese on top because it's been 2 minutes. And this gives me the opportunity to check on the salmon, also see how it looks. It's looking delicious. I love getting this cheese. I always get this cheese when I go to the store. This is the Belgio, I don't even know how to say it. Some Italian cheese, Parmesan shredded. They also have like the freshly grated. This is freshly grated also, but like a little more chunkier. But I get both, honestly. So, but this time I got freshly grated, so I'm gonna just put some right on top of here. And we're gonna put this back in the oven to finish baking off. Take these potatoes out. I think I boiled the potatoes about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And I have my handy dandy potato masher. This saved my life, literally, because I used to mash it with a fork, and I got so tired of doing that. So I went to the dollar, when I was at the dollar store, I picked one up, and it's so good. It's so easy. It literally saves me so much time from mashing it with a fork. It just like goes right through, and when you boil it enough, like, you know, when you have them nice and soft, it's like perfect. So you guys see, like, look, it's already mashed. And usually when I put a whole bunch of butter, like 2 spoons, it'll get more kind of smoother, softer. I don't know how to say it. I guess smoother. So we're gonna mix that in. I don't want it too mashed, like liquidy mash. I don't like that. I want it like nice and chunky. We're gonna have some black pepper. Some salt. And I do like to put a little bit of garlic in here. Sometimes I'll do fresh, sometimes I'll do that roasted garlic and herb that I mentioned. But I just put some powder, and then I do add some cheese in here also. So we do cheesy potatoes over here. Let's do a little taste test. Normal salt. It has like, kind of has like a little grainy texture because of the potato type, like I mentioned. So it's not as smooth as the other ones that I like, but it's still good. Like, it's smooth. It's smooth in itself, but texture-wise, it's like a little grainy. But it's because of the potato type that it is. So it's okay. It's still good. Ta-da! Look at that. Delicious. Delicious. So we got our asparagus done now. We got our mashed potatoes done now. And in less than 10 minutes, we're gonna have a finished meal. And it was so quick. I mean, it wasn't so quick, but it was quick. It wasn't as messy as usual. You know, certain foods are just more messier. It wasn't as messy. It was quick. It's gonna be delicious. And I can't wait. So I hope you guys like this recipe, or not recipe, but I hope you guys like this tutorial. I hope you guys try it yourselves. Make sure you guys, you know, comment down below if you're gonna make it, and let me know if you do make it. Tag me on Instagram or wherever you guys want, so that I can see, you know, if you guys made it and how it came out. Guys, let's take this salmon out the oven. It should be ready. Salmon is out, guys. Look at this. I hope you guys can see it. You hear that sizzling? That's all that butter in there. Before, I usually like to make shrimp scampi with this also, because it's like fish, you know, all the fish and stuff. But since I made it yesterday, I didn't want to like remake it again. So we're just gonna keep it with the salmon and the regular fish. Let's put mine. I'm gonna eat this big one. I like mine more cheesy though. Let's face it. We're gonna grab some potatoes. Look at the cheese. You guys saw that? Let me do it again really quick. Look. Look at how the cheese. Ooh. Delish. So this is our plates. Finished food. That's his plate with asparagus. See how nice and full that looks? Delicious. And if I put shrimp scampi, I'll put it right on the potatoes with all the butter. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that don't look good. I know. So that's it, you guys. That's the final doing. That's it. We're finished cooking. We're about to eat. We're gonna enjoy it. I really do hope you guys like this video. Like I mentioned, if you guys are gonna make this, comment down below. If you guys have anything else that you want to see me cook, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for day 3. We're gonna make pastelón. It's gonna be delicious. So hit that subscribe button if you guys have not yet subscribed to be a part of the CHRISSY crew. Give this video a big thumbs up. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video.